Hey guys, welcome to the next video on shell scripting tutorial for beginners. In this video, we will see how we can use arrays in shell scripting. Now, Bash supports simple one-dimensional arrays. And to declare arrays, you just need to use the name of the array. So whatever name you want to give to your array variable, just give it. For example, we want to have a operating system array variable. So I will just write OS is equal to, this is the name of the array OS, right? And then you just use this parenthesis, and in the single quotes you just add the elements to the array. So for example, I will just add Ubuntu here, and then separated by a space, no comma, you just need to add a second element, for example Windows, and so on. So third, for example, we will add Kali Linux or Kali, right? And just save it. And to print this array, you just need to use echo. And I think in the first few videos we have seen how we can print array, but we will repeat this thing. So just use dollar symbol, and then in the curly brackets, name of the array. Our array name is OS, and then in the square brackets use the special character at the rate, which is going to print the elements of the array. So let's run the script and let's see what happens. So you can see it prints the elements of the array, right? Now, in order to print any specific element, you just need to use echo, and once again dollar symbol, curly brackets, name of the array, and in the square bracket the index of the element which you want to print. So for example, I want to print Windows, which is the first element. And how it's the first element or first index? The element or index of the array starts from the 0th position. So this is the index 0, this is the index 1, and this is at the index 2, right? So index 1 is assigned to the Windows element, right? So let's run the script once again and let's see what happens. So it prints Windows. If you write here 0th index, it's going to print Ubuntu, right? And let's go ahead, and I'm going to show you how you can print the indexes or indices of the array. So you just need to use once again the dollar symbol and the curly brackets and the name of the array, and once again in the square bracket use the at the rate, but this time here you just need to use not symbol, this exclamation mark, okay? And let's see what happens when we run the script, and you can see it prints the indexes of the array or indices of the array, right? So we have 3 element which starts from 0, 1, 2, so it prints 0, 1, 2, okay? Now for example, we want to print the length of the array. What we will do, we will just write echo, and once again echo, and then the dollar symbol once again, and then the square bracket, name of the array, and in the square bracket you just need to write at the rate special character, and in front of the array variable name you just need to add this hash symbol, okay? And this means you want to print the length of the array, okay? So let's run the script and let's see what happens. So you can see the array length in our case is 3 because it contains 3 elements, right? Now how we can add elements to the array? So to add elements, you just need to write the name of the array, and then whatever index, at whatever index you want to add an element, you just need to write the index of that element. So for example, I want to add at the index 3 some other OS name. So for example, I want to write Mac here, okay? So this will be added to the 3rd index of this array, and let's see what happens when we run the script. So you can see here this fourth element is added to an array at the index 3, right? So in this way you can add the element. Now if you want to update this, so for example I write here at the 0th index, then this Mac will be assigned at the 0th index, which is going to replace this Ubuntu by Mac, right? So let's run the script, and you can see now it has at the 0th index Mac, then Windows, then Kali. Okay, so if you want to update it, you just need to write the index of the element which you want to replace the new element with, and then you just assign the element value. Okay, now we will see how we are going to remove, or how can we remove element from an array. So to remove an element from an array, what we will do, we will use the keyword unset. So just write unset and then the name of the array. So my array name is OS, and then whatever index of the element you want to remove. So for example, I want to remove the index at which Kali Linux is. Let me just added this index also. So Mac is at the 3rd index, right, and Kali is at the 2nd index. So 0, 1, 2. Okay, so I'm going to remove the Kali from my array, right? So just write the index value of the element which you want to remove, and then once again run the script, and you can see now we have Ubuntu, Windows and Mac, and no Kali, right? Now you may ask why it's printing like this, because we already have removed the element at index 2, right? So it's like that in Bash you can add element at any index. So it can be, for example, at 6th index, and nothing is going to happen. It's going to print the elements of the array in the sequence of the index, right? So if it's at the 6th index, it will be sorted in the ascending order, so 0, 1, and then if it is at the 6th position or index, then it's going to just print the value at the 6th index, and null position will be ignored. So this means that some members of the array can be left uninitialized, and gaps in the arrays are okay. Now Bash permits arrays operation on variables also, even if the variables are not explicitly declared as in arrays. So let's take an example. So I have a variable name called string, for example, and I assign any value to it. So let's say this random string, right? Now when I will just take this echo command here, and then I will just print this string, right? String array, and let's see what happens. So let me clear the terminal and let's run the script once again, and you can see here it prints the array or string value as it is, right? So you can see string is printed, right? So it's taking this string as an array. So you can use this kind of notation also, but let's print, for example, the 0th index of the array. So once again I'm going to just write 0 here. Instead of @ I will just write 0, and then once again run the script, and it prints the same string value, right? Let me just print the index 1 value, and here the magic happens. So you can see at the index 1 there is nothing. So why this is happening? Because you are going to treat any variable as an array. The array element value at 0th index, whatever the value of the variable, it's assigned at the 0th index, right? So you can treat any variable as an array, but the value of this array will be assigned to the 0th index. Okay, So at the first index there is nothing because the whole value is assigned to the 0th index. And this we can prove by printing the length of the array also. So let's print the length of this string array and let's see what happens. So you can see the length of the string array is only 1, which is this one. Okay. So this is how you can use arrays in bash scripting. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and bye for now.